welcome back to my kitchen. It's Dr. Leaver. Today we're going to make red beans and rice. Did you know that there are some days where we just don't have the energy to cook elaborate stuff, and that's okay. A lot of times society makes us think that we have to have these gourmet meals. Most times I don't have the energy to even get through lunch. So you know what, sometimes it's an Instant Pot kind of day to me, and things that we think aren't very healthy or are going to help our mental health actually can be the biggest proponent of mental health. So today with the red beans and rice, instead of using red beans, red kidney beans, I'm going to use pinto beans just because I'm picky, I'm 5, that's what I like. Did you know though that pinto beans really help our mental health in numerous ways? They have high folate, vitamin B, different B vitamins, sorry, can't talk today, and they have high fiber as well as antioxidants. So high fiber promotes digestive health, so the connection between the brain and the gut is very strong there. Folate, or the B vitamins, help with the production of serotonin, which is one of the neurotransmitters in the brain. So these things can help stabilize our moods. Not only is it really good to help stabilize blood sugar for anyone that's diabetic, but these different vitamins and minerals that are in pinto beans are very good for helping to stabilize our mental health as well. And a lot of these components of these vitamins and minerals we actually need in our body to promote healthier thinking, healthier cognitive function, and to decrease our risk of anxiety and depression. So let's get started. All right, so you can make any type of meat with your red beans and rice or pinto beans and rice. My family's from Louisiana. Don't come at me, Louisianans. I'm kind of making a cheap version today because I just don't have the energy. I'm using a combination of chicken and turkey sausage. It's all mixed together. I'm gonna dump it in my Instant Pot. It's about to get loud. Here we go. And that's burning my finger. That wasn't great. So now we're just gonna give it a quick little saute. Really doesn't have to do this. I like to do this because I like my sausage to have the brown crust on it. So we're going to saute this for a little bit, and then I'm going to add my liquid, my beans, and my seasonings. Put the lid on it. We're going to let it go to town. So when you are cooking in your Instant Pot, if you are sauteing out meat, don't forget to put some kind of oil inside of your liner. I use a little bit of olive oil because I like good quality olive oil instead of other oils. But it does have a higher smoke ratio, so make sure you always turn your fan on because you really don't want to burn your house down or catch it on fire with popping grease. Okay, so my sausage has sauteed a good bit. There's a lot in there, so it's going to take a little bit to really saute it down and get that crispiness I like. So we're just going to kind of bypass that. I am going to take a little bit of my chicken broth. We have to deglaze the bottom of the pan so we don't get a burn notice. So I'm going to pour in a little here. Let it kind of hiss around, stir things around, really kind of work to get up the bottom, any bits that are stuck on the bottom. And let it just kind of cook for a second. See how it's coming up. You can see the brown bits. That's also flavoring, by the way. So you definitely want to get all that scooped up. You don't want to leave it on the bottom of your pan. Not only do you not want to get a burn notice, but you want that good yumminess. So now what I'm going to do, I've already taken a can of pinto beans. I actually use like a 53-ounce can of pinto beans. I've dumped them, drained them, and rinsed them. You can use dry beans. If you use dry beans, it's going to take you about an hour and a half in the Instant Pot if you don't pre-plump them or do the overnight soak. If you just kind of toss in your dry beans and your sausage and your liquid and seasoning and let it go to town, it'll take about 90 minutes in the Instant Pot to really plump up the beans and make them tender enough to eat. I don't have time to do that tonight and I'm tired, so I'm just using canned beans. I use really good quality beans. I like to use organic because, again, that's just me trying to eat healthier. I'm going to dump them in. And I'm going to cheat. Again, my family's from Louisiana. I didn't grow up eating red beans and rice. I'm a military kid, so I live all over the world. This is what my family likes. So again, those of you that are Louisianans, don't come after me for not doing homemade seasoning. I don't have time for that tonight. This is what we're gonna do, and this is what works. So I'm gonna dump this in. This is just a dump and go kind of night, and we're gonna pour the liquid in. And then we're gonna start to stir it around. And I use this to gauge, okay, do I have enough liquid? Looks like I might need just a tiny bit more, but I like to stir it around and see first where I'm at. And if I need to add more liquid, I can. Right now, we should be pretty good. All my beans and sausage are covered. So now, we're just gonna put the lid on and let it fire up. Since the beans are already soft and plump, we don't have to do this for long. I like to set my time on probably, no, not 20 minutes. We're gonna come down a little. We'll do about 10 minutes. That allows it to pressurize, allows it to cook, and then gives it time to depressurize and let it naturally release. And during that time, I come over and I start my rice. Okay, so I've got my water. It's got slow boil here. It's not a rolling boil. I've added a little bit of like chicken broth or chicken seasoning into my water. You do not have to. You could do just plain water if you want to. I like to give my rice a little bit of flavor on top. So I've just got it stirred around. I've taken my rice and I've actually rinsed it real good in water. And now I'm just gonna put it in here. We're gonna get it in here and we're just gonna let it come to a boil. I'm gonna give it a stir and then we're gonna turn it down and let it simmer and let it plump up. Okay, so let's carry this heavy pan because the rice kind of blew up, but I have several people eating tonight, so, oh gosh, this is heavy. I like to dump it in here, just make sure all excess water is out. Again, if you don't cook rice this way, that is perfectly fine. Please don't come at me. This is just how I've always found that it works, and it works for me. So now I'm gonna set my pan there, stick my little spoon here, and I'm just gonna rinse, get some of that starch off of the rice. It helps it to fluff up and be real pretty. So we're just gonna kind of move it around, let it drain, because there's not a lot of holes in my colander. It drains through the bottom. So I have to be a little patient. And then I'm going to keep fluffing it like this and working it. And it turns out pretty and it's not gummy. And you can take a fork and just go through here and fluff it up. And then we're just gonna sit it back in the pan. All the starch, see all the starch in the bottom of the sink? That's what you don't wanna put in your body. Then we're gonna come on back over here, sit it, and get ready to assemble. Just because you are fixing a quick instant pot meal tonight and you think it might not be fancy, it doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be elaborate. The key is that you're fixing your family something that is hearty and nutritious. You're feeding them, and that's all that matters. A healthy fed child or family, that's the key. So don't feel ashamed if you're not doing these 4-course meals. Sometimes the best we can do is just a quick, simple, instant pot meal, and that's okay too. If y'all liked the recipe and you like what you see, please hit like and subscribe. Shoot me some comments. Let me know if there's anything that you want to see or you want to learn about, and I'll try to whip up something and put it on here. From my kitchen to yours.